All right, so for attachments, you're gonna need the same thing as you do for bonding. So we got our cotton rolls. What do we else we need for bonding? We need the L-pop. We of course need some brace paste. We need the etch. Got it. All right, we need a micro brush, all that stuff. We need the light. The patient will need the cheek retractors and all that. All right. So when the patient comes in, the Invisalign patient has attachments. And the attachments, I don't know if you can see them, but come over here. They're little bubbles on the actual Invisalign tray with teeth that need more grip to be able to move them to where they got to go. It's almost like what you do for prepping brackets, and that's what we're gonna be doing in this visit. Now, prior to applying the attachments, you actually need to fill the individual bubbles. So I typically have certain instruments to do this, which is a mirror, an explorer, and a plastic instrument. All right, now what I do is I typically just put the actual brace paste or the glue, the bonding glue, you can also use flowable for this, into the actual bubble, into the actual tooth with the bubbles. Remember, this is drawing with the light. So although we do have some time, it's something that you gotta be speedy about because you don't have all the time, you know. So basically you're just filling the material, filling the bubble in with the actual attachment material. When you flip it like this, you can see where the access is. So I just remove the access. I remove the access with the scaler. And even with the same plastic instrument, I can remove the access too. I can actually go in there and just kind of like scoop it out so that it's just in the bubble. Are you watching this? Yeah? All right, good. Because I just want to make sure you can see. And then again, I go behind and I just revamp it here and put it back in the, and flatten it out again. Just make sure that I got it in there real good. And now just, again, take out any of the excess, the last remaining excess, which is just a little bit left. All right. And that one's nice and neat, you see that? Same thing with this one. Now I'm gonna do that. I'm going to flatten it out with the plastic instrument. Flatten it out with the plastic instrument. And then I'm gonna go around and I'm going to take out the excess. Now this one has a lot of excess. Do you see where the excess is? Mm-hmm. Okay. Typically, I would do this with a 2x2, but I have to hold the actual this, so I'm just putting it on my glove. But typically, I would do it with a 2x2 too. Take the excess out with the 2x2. You can do that if you'd like, because I do that with when I'm cleaning glue off of brackets. Kind of just take out this excess that I see, cleaning it up real good. All right. And then I go back again, flatten it out, and position it where it needs to be inside that bubble. And flatten it out in there. The last bit of excess out, which is just a little left here. All right. And we got a good attachment right there. All right. I'm a perfectionist, guys. See, good attachment right there, good attachment right there. Now what you would do is you would cover it up, and at this point, like literally cover it from the light so it does not set or dry. And you would literally be prepping the patient at this point. So now I would literally be prepping the patient for their attachments. So that's etch, bond, all right? Of course, you're gonna have the cheek retractor in. Cheek retractor, etch the teeth that are gonna get the attachments on them. Then rinse it out. Bond, put the L-pop on the teeth that are gonna get the attachments on them. All right, then take this out and seat it. All right, make sure everything in the patient's mouth is dry. I mean, cotton rolls under the tongue. You have dried every single tooth around the teeth that you're bonding. Everything has to be extremely dry for this to work. You put it in. So then when everything is nice and dry and you've L-popped every single tooth that you're gonna bond these attachments on, you place the aligner in the patient's mouth and simply just light the attachments, all right? Just like the doctor does with the brackets, you're lighting the attachments to cure the attachments on the tooth. You don't have to worry about the positioning because the positioning's already positioned in the actual aligner. So literally that's all we do. Then we have the doctor come and check the patient after the patient has had the number that they're on, whether that's number 1, number 2, number 3, whatever number they're on. After getting that attachment, the doctor will come and we'll just check them and see. Now, sometimes if there's a little bit of excess, remember I told you we clean around, remember us cleaning around the attachment. You put it in, right? And then you cure the teeth that actually have attachments on them with the light. The doctor comes and checks the patient with their new aligners in, and then he may have them remove the aligners depending on if we didn't get all the glue around the attachments to just buzz off the flash with a handpiece and a finishing or a diamond burr. So just take out the burr block, have the handpiece ready, just in case he needs to take the flash out of the surrounding of the attachment, okay? But it's very easy, all right? So try that, and then of course if you need help, just have the doctor come sooner than that. All right, perfect.